All right, we're live.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, guys?
What's going on? My name is Brandon Smith, as you probably already know if you're listening to this podcast, but you don't know my guest. Maybe you do. I hope you do. His name's Kyle.
My name is Kyle Dickinson.
Kyle Dickinson,
They call me
aka
Debo.
they call him Debo.
This is true.
Yes, if you've heard any of our if you heard any of our older podcasts, the intro and the extra podcasts that I did with Adam, the audio version I put in a lot of your songs in
Oh yeah, I
between.
remember the Superman song.
Yeah, so if
Yeah.
if you guys heard that song, that's where he's from.
Yeah, born and raised Milford, Connecticut.
Boom, he's a
Devon.
rock star over here.
No.
Okay, rap star. You want to be a rap
No.
superstar?
I'm an iron worker.
All right, yeah. You got to work tonight, huh?
Well, yeah, I got work tonight 7.
Oh man.
7 to 3:30.
So where are you working right now?
95 Bridge, Moses Wheeler.
Oh, all right. Oh, how was that going, by the way?
Love it, dude.
Yeah?
I fell in love with it. It's fucking great business. It's fucking perfect for an asshole like me, I love running around all crazy on the beams.
Yeah, that's
Building a bridge right now. Fucking can continue to build for the next 29 years. I fucking love it.
Yeah, so when is that bridge going to be done? If you guys don't know what we're
Christmas.
talking about, it's the bridge between on
Milford,
95
yeah.
between Milford and Stratford.
Yep.
Oh, so it's going to be done by Christmas, huh?
Christmas.
Wow.
An extra lane on each side, and then a breakdown lane on each side. So it's
Wow.
gonna be fucking huge. And yeah, they already got the whole thing poured. They just got to put the asphalt on it.
Damn.
Yes.
I don't think you
That
can
was
think
my
of
first job too.
a better Christmas present than that,
Oh,
right?
dude, fucking my birthday. I worked Friday night on my birthday this year on the bridge instead of like going out and
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
drunk. I fucking was connecting iron on the fucking
That's
95.
part of my bridge. Something later on you could just tell your kids if you end up having any or whatever, you know.
Oh,
Be like,
dude.
I built that
I
thing.
helped build that
My
bridge
blood,
right
sweat, and
there.
tears. All right, whatever, Dad. Shut up. We want to go play with our robots now. They're
Yeah.
fucking kids.
Oh, that's so true. I
So
hope
also,
not.
not only are you an iron worker, but you're a rapper.
Well, yes, I do. I am a musician.
Musician, yes, okay.
Yes. I was just at Andy Sickinger's house yesterday, and he was busted out the acoustic, and we're actually like have like a rock song in the making right now.
Oh, really?
Just for shits and giggles, yeah.
Oh, man.
Because he's a fucking animal.
Yeah.
He's fucking incredible. So I kind of pitched him an idea, and we're gonna make something out of it.
Oh, wow.
And then another friend of mine, they approached me. They wanted to start up like a Rage Against the Machine type of band, and wanted me to be the front man.
Dude,
And I was thinking about it.
let me know. I want to be part of
That
that
would
thing.
be awesome, dude. Fucking you be the DJ. Like
Yeah,
Incubus.
yeah.
We'll do an Incubus instead
Yeah,
of
all
fucking
right.
Rage.
Let me know, man. I could do that, and
Oh.
maybe I don't know. I could maybe sing a little bit. I could
Dude,
try.
we'll have a
I need
blast.
I
man.
need some lessons, but yeah, I actually just bought a guitar, so
Good.
yeah,
I
I'm
was gonna
starting
buy
to
an
learn how to.
acoustic, like $100 at Guitar Center.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just
definitely.
to teach myself like little chords and shit. But yeah, I do. I am a hip hop artist. I used to be at least, and I still fucking write to this day. And I just don't.
Well, I think if you're an artist, you're always an artist, even if you sometimes you take breaks. You know, I think that's okay though. Obviously, honestly, a lot of people they say you always got to work on it and you got to be at 100. And I think obviously if you want to be famous, you know what I mean, you got to work at it 100. But sometimes the way life goes, it's
Yeah, it's always the cards
taking
that
breaks.
you're dealt.
Yeah.
And also, like this day and age, you don't have to be talented to become famous. So
No,
it's
not
almost
at all.
discouraging.
Yeah.
Like especially in the hip hop community,
Yeah.
what hip hop has come to now compared
Yeah.
to when you were my
Yeah.
age. Holy shit!
God, that was so long
That
ago.
was like, nah. But that was like fucking real music
Yeah.
back in. I mean, like
Yeah.
craftsmanship. Now it's just like fucking overnight sensation
Yeah.
with the fucking T-Pain voice and fucking they'll shoot a
Yep.
video for $1,000 and
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Just
That's not
bitches
music.
dancing around and put some cars that they rent in there and yeah.
No, don't get me wrong. There is still good. I mean, look at Kendrick Lamar. He's
Yeah.
like he's king of the underground, but he's also on a commercial stage now. But he hasn't lost him.
Yeah.
He's still incredible.
It's
dude.
so
That
hard to
fucking-
do though. It's so hard to not lose
Eminem
yourself.
never
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
He never sold out. He's even better nowadays than ever.
Mhm.
And as a fan, I think we all fucking thought that ship sailed years ago
Yeah.
when he took a break, for
Yeah,
example.
yeah,
you know?
he did. And then he
came
did a
back
little
like,
bit like Poppy a little bit, and then he just kind of went back to himself, I think.
Yeah, he put out a lot of shit like a couple shit albums.
Yeah.
And then he took a break, and then he came back, and it was just mind blown.
Yeah.
Fucking ever since. And
Yeah.
He got Royce the 5'9" back into the picture. He started Slaughterhouse and all that shit. That's a true hip hop guy, that doesn't want the genre to go in the direction that it's going in now.
Yeah.
With the dudes from Chicago and dudes from New York and Atlanta that are just making it harder for guys all over the country to actually shine because they got fucking 3 million views in 3 days because it's fucking do the stanky leg, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Whip
Any
Nay
one
Nay.
of those, oh, the whip name, any one of those songs, it's just.
Yeah, I mean they're fun. Don't get me wrong. There's a place for them. I think
Yeah.
even back in the day there was a place because you still had Will Smith back in the day who's making like Parents Just Don't Understand.
Yeah.
It was goofy, but it was fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You sell records, but there was a even. You still had NWA and you still had all those guys that were like hardcore EPMD and Public Enemy.
Yeah.
And it was good to have both. But now I feel that the commercial side is really kind of taken over, and it's hard to get as much.
It's just I don't know. People don't go to shows anymore. People
Yeah.
don't buy albums. People don't. They just want to sit on YouTube or do something, and they don't really get themselves involved compared to 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Like you had to be at the show if you weren't.
Or you had to go to the record store.
You had
on
to go
that
get
Tuesday.
the CD. Yeah, people waiting in line now. There's
Pre-orders and
literally all you need. People are becoming artists overnight. When back in the day, you had to be talented for someone to consider you an artist.
Yeah, well, you had to work at it. I mean, like you were saying, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
No.
People.
No, but what I was saying is just fucking, you had to be considered good enough for someone to consider you a rapper. Because if you were shit, you were just, dude, and no one wants to fucking hear you. Now, if you suck and you have a catchy song, they love you.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter, like, the competition bar has been lowered so fucking low that anybody could just walk right in. When back in the day, it was especially coming from Connecticut, like Cutthroat, Connecticut. We used to fucking try to eat each other's heads off. I was 13 rapping with people in their 20s, because I just wanted to. I loved the music that much. Now, I don't see the love in the music anymore.
Yeah.
Not just for me personally. I just mean throughout the kids. Like, I used to sit there and scribble rhymes all day. Now, kids just want to fucking make a video. And get some girls dancing in it, or think of a fucking new song that the country will love, like the Whippin' the Nay Nay song. Like, I don't know, it's taking the art out of the craft slowly. It sucks.
What do you think? What do you think the major contributor to that is?
The down south music, to be honest.
Oh, you think so? Yeah.
Yeah, because they dumbed it down so much ever since Soulja Boy. That's when me personally, that's when I started seeing it slowly go downhill.
Yeah.
Ever since Soulja, now watch me, you. I was like, oh man, and America ate it up.
Yeah.
So, think about it. Since then, it's only nothing but fucking. It's kind of like snap your finger songs like that. When it used to be fucking, boom, 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 boom. Like East Coast boom bap. Fucking even West Coast had their own boom bap.
Yeah.
And they had the fucking shit all over the country, like different.
There was some good Dirty South stuff though before that.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I mean?
fucking,
like Master P, I think some of his stuff was pretty good.
Right. Fucking Lil Wayne, not for nothing, used to be all right.
Yeah,
Dude, now he's just lost it. I don't know what the fuck he does.
Yeah, like Outkast, Yeah.
Andre 3000, the best. Dude, still, I'm a little white kid from Connecticut, and that was one of my favorite artists growing up.
Yeah.
Dude, he was just one of a kind.
Yeah.
I love originality and talent. Because anybody can be original and suck. But when you see talent, you got to give credit when credit is due. And fucking right now, I don't give a lot of people credit in the hip-hop world.
I don't think people are putting in the hard work like you were saying, and that's what makes you good in any craft. That's what I was kind of almost interrupting you before, because sometimes I have this idea and it just like diarrhea comes out. But what you were saying with the YouTube, so before, back in the day, I would imagine whatever you had to do, same thing with comedy now. Like if you want to be a stand-up comedian, you want to be good, you got to get out there a few times a week, shows, open mics. You got to be writing all the time, and you got to be constantly working on your jokes and sharpening them and making them better. Same thing I would feel for an artist, especially a rap artist.
Oh, yeah.
But now you have YouTube, so you could sit there and make these beats and make it sound good and put it out to the world, whereas before you had no way to really put it out before the internet.
But you had to get in your car, or go to a studio, record it, and then fucking shop it by hand. Like, I used to sell mixtapes by hand. Nowadays, people are just... I'll shoot you the link where you could download it from for $1.99. Like, what happened to like $5 a CD? Like, we used to do that. I used to make money selling CDs.
Yeah, the internet definitely changed it.
Yeah. In a good and bad way.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Because we connect with that many more people now. Because of the internet. I mean, the fucking instantly thousands, millions, however you want to look at it. But like I said, it takes like the bar and makes it low. It lowers the bar of everything.
Yeah, definitely.
So
you don't have to.
The floodgates are open.
Yeah,
so
anybody
garbage,
could be out there.
And it sucks because like back in the day, the garbage never used to get into the floodgates. It was only the talent, and people were so talented.
Well, I think it would a little bit, but not as much as it does now. You'd still have to go through, a producer, and you'd have to find someone to 'cause I think people would fabricate things, like if you look at Milli Vanilli, or if you look at like Vanilla Ice, he was probably
Yeah.
kind of fabricated a little bit, but it's not like now where all these people could just like make
Well,
their own video
that's
and
what I'm
throw it out
saying.
there.
Like,
Yeah.
look, for example, there's two little young kids that I ain't got no life or whatever the fuck. Bad bitches is the only thing that I like. I can't. America, everyone in America probably knows that song,
Yeah.
and I don't think
Hit the
if
Quan.
I don't even. Oh my goodness, dude, that's a funny fucking dance. So yeah,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen a couple
Yeah.
different fucking
No,
videos.
it is. Well, like I said, it's fun. There's a place for it, but when you only have stuff like that and you don't have as much creativity and originality and lyrics really have been the thing where that's suffering, and all types of
Oh, the
music.
lyrics is like the biggest stuff. Like the beats have actually
Yeah,
stayed pretty good. Like
yeah.
I fucking love hip hop mainly because of the beats. You know?
Yeah, I have to
And
agree
then you
there.
got fucking the lyrics have just been slowly declining. Like there's fucking I can't even begin to describe some of like how ignorant and how fucking retarded some of these rap lyrics are nowadays. Like it's like Rich Homie Quan. I'm supposed to take this guy serious because he's a multi-million selling
Yeah.
album selling fucking rapper or whatever the fuck, and he can't rap.
Yeah.
He's not good. Like Wiz Khalifa, not for nothing, isn't that fucking good. When I was a teenager, and if he grew up in Milford with us, he wouldn't have been the best out of all of us. I knew kids who used to freestyle better than fucking Wiz Khalifa, but he has a 20 million fan following,
Yep.
and he's a millionaire. And that's like another one. I remember when he came in. You know what it is, black and yellow, and then fucking the rest is history, dude. He
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, what's he
MGK's
really saying?
not bad. I like Machine Gun Kelly, but he's kind of commercialized too now. Like when he was hungry back in the early days, the dude was fucking incredible. Tear your head off real fast, and now he's just I don't know.
But sometimes these people are hungry, and once they get the money,
Oh yeah, it
it's
stops.
hard to stay hungry.
Dude, I wanted
that
to do
happens a
show. I
lot.
used to do shows everywhere I fucking could. The minute I started getting a following, 100 people here, 200 people, 300 people here, I stopped writing as much. I wasn't as encouraged to go out and book more shows for myself because I already knew people would come to them.
Mhm.
And it takes the fucking the wind right out of your sail, almost,
Yeah.
And I'm talking from like the littlest local level, so I can imagine on a huge scale.
Yeah.
When you fucking wake up and every day you got another 20,000 Twitter followers, it's gonna get old after a while, and you're just gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna start to. Well, that's I think how people might fade out of the spotlight. They stop focusing on new stuff.
Yeah.
Because I guess it's a balance because you do have to
You have to
maintain
stay
that.
relevant.
You have to stay relevant. You have to
Yeah.
maintain that, but you really do have to work on your craft and on your skill.
Always, at all times. That's the hardest part about it. So in life, if you have bills to pay, or most people have fucking kids, mouths to feed,
Mm-hmm.
and if you get into this impression that you're gonna become a famous rapper, it's not that fucking real. Once rent is due, once the fuck you gotta buy, but you gotta fucking work. So
you
you're
really do. Or you
distracted
got to
with
suffer.
work.
You got to suffer while you're working on your
I
craft.
know dudes who put a lot of time, love, and care into their careers and weren't successful.
Yeah.
And it sucks watching them because I used to call myself lazy
Mhm.
because I didn't put in that time, love, and care, and I had a little buzz going. So I always used to think to myself, imagine if I went like 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm also one of those kids that's not fucking cocky. If I was cocky, I'd probably be famous.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you how good I am, and
Yeah.
and I know how to rub
It's like
shoulders with
it's
people.
like
I'm a humble person, and it makes me me. If I wanted to be famous, I'd be a cocky fuck.
Yeah.
And I don't respect cocky fucks. That's
Mhm.
why I think I took the route I took too, because
Yeah, it's a very thin
humble.
line, It's the same thing I think with comedy because you kind of want to promote yourself and you want to talk to people and try to get on shows, but then again, you don't also want to be like, oh, am I annoying this person? I don't want to
Yeah.
tell him I'm the best. Let them
or
judge
I don't
for
want to sit here and
themselves. Or-
promote myself like I'm some famous person. Like I understand that's how it works. That's how you get famous by
Yeah.
promoting yourself. But still, I didn't have that in me.
Yeah.
And especially I'm not a computer kid neither, so
Mhm.
I was never promoting myself and shit like that. Like I actually looked on my Debo page and there's like fucking 1,100 likes on there. Fucking I haven't looked at it in like a year.
Man,
I
you
haven't
should do
put no
something with
music.
that,
Yeah,
man.
I should. Yeah.
Definitely. Just start. What you could do is put out a little every once in a while. Put out something and see how many people are still listening and following.
Yeah.
And if you put it out from the Debo page and you could share it from your personal page, more people will see it. Let me know. I could even share it too, and then you can maybe get a buzz going, and maybe we can do like.
Yeah, I got friends still in the game, like Political Animals. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They're fucking killing it.
Who are they?
Political Animals. They're
No, I
like a
don't think
band,
so.
but a
Mhm.
hip hop band.
Yep.
And they're fucking incredible.
Yeah.
My boy Mister, who's like affiliated with it, well, not part of the group, but like tight, good people with all them. He's fucking on the come up. He's doing his thing. My boy Chris, he goes by Mister.
Mhm.
And I haven't been really rubbing shoulders too much with the music community like this last year because I've been focused on being in the union and fucking keeping a house afloat and shit like that.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know,
you can
so
only do one thing at a time.
yeah, so I had life
Yeah,
distracting me.
life
But
happens.
dude, like I said, I'm a musician more than a rapper, so I think about it every day. I
Mhm.
just don't act on it. So
So do you still write
yeah,
down a lot? Yeah. Yeah.
always, forever and always. Man. I got some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I got a couple tracks.
I just the other day I had this. I don't know what was going on. I was it was funny because I had been slacking with comedy for a couple months because I've had a lot of weddings and I've been doing a lot of that. And I've been doing the podcasting, so I
Yeah.
haven't been getting out as much as I should have. And when I have been, I've been kind of just working on the stuff I have been, nothing really new. And then the other day, I got mad. It was the stupidest reason. I'll tell this story really quick, but I thought it was funny. I was at SBC Friday night DJing, and it was kind of slow. And there was the World Series was on, the Mets was on, so I'm like, people are
Yeah.
probably home. But I don't really pay attention to sports, so I'm like, I hope. And I was like, wait a minute, is there a game tomorrow night? Meaning on Halloween, is there going to be a game? And everyone's like, yeah. And then I got so mad. I'm like, why would you put a game like a World Series game on Halloween? Like families, people have stuff to do for Halloween. And then I was also thinking that it was probably going to affect business. It wasn't going to make it as busy because people might be watching the game or whatever. So I got pretty pissed. And usually I just let things go, but I was like, kind of like ranting about it, and like after we cleaned up DJing, I was like yelling at people. I'm like, what the fuck, just fucking around people at SBC.
Yeah.
And then later, I came home and I was like, whatever. And then I smoked a little bit and I was thinking about it, and that anger was kind of still in me. So I started ranting about other things, and then I just started writing, and I just got into stuff with comedy. And I was like, wow, it's weird how slacking plus some anger equals fucking creativity, So I wrote I was probably, and I went through it today because I mostly voice recorded it because it's hard for me to write it all down. So I went through today and I had like, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes of stuff I was just blabbing. And then there was like points where I forgot what I was trying to talk about. So I'm like, man.
Dude, but that's how you make
Yeah.
fucking progress, by just doing it. A lot of people talk about doing shit. I like to just do things.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
exactly.
So many people talk about getting things done and don't do them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't talk about getting them done. I get them done.
Yeah,
we
just
just
get
do
it done.
The only that's one of my mottos. The only way to do it is to do it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and talk about it. We're gonna
Yeah.
go out there
Don't
and
talk
do
about it, be about
it.
it,
Yeah,
right?
that's it, man. Just do it.
That's
simple,
awesome.
Simple shit. Yeah. So I'm glad to hear that you're still writing too.
Yeah. I'm going to go to an open mic tonight and flush these ideas out.
Where?
In New Haven. Oh, yeah, big shout out. Elm City Social in New Haven does an open mic, a comedy open mic on Mondays at 8 o'clock. Sign-ups at 7:30. Michael Briskin runs it, so you can hit him up if you want to see if it's still going.
Nice.
But yeah, and I run one on Thursdays at Murphy's Law. I was running a Cards Against Humanity night, but they weren't getting a lot of people, so they stopped it for now, and I'm trying to get it somewhere else. But this Thursday, I'm going to show up to my open mic because I've been having someone else run it, but I haven't told them, so I'm just going to show up and like kind of surprise them, maybe try to get some people down there and
Nice.
get a good show going. Yeah, I'm excited.
Thursday, Bridgeport, right?
Thursday at Murphy's Law, Bridgeport. So if you're a fan of comedy or you are a comedian, get your ass there
Yeah.
and fucking tell jokes. It's 8 o'clock sign up, 8:30 show. So yeah, that should be fun. But
Nice.
yeah. What was I gonna say? So when's the last time that you performed? How long's it been?
I opened up for fucking Del the Funky Homo Sapien in New Haven at Toad's place.
Mhm.
That was like probably one of my last shows.
Yeah. How was that?
I was off the fucking hook. I had Andy Sickinger open up for me beatboxing.
Yeah.
And then I came in, fucking jumped off stage. We were in the crowd rapping and shit. It was fucking,
Oh wow.
yeah, it was great times. The place fucking loved it.
Yeah.
And that dude, not for nothing, didn't impress me. Like,
Yeah.
I guess he's like how we look at KRS-One
Mhm.
on the East Coast. To us, he's like a local legend. You
Yeah.
know, fucking, that's how he is out west.
Mhm.
Del the Funky Homo Sapien. And I didn't really know that. And then I heard him rap for like 30 minutes, and he wasn't that funny. He was sounding like he was just freestyling, talking about this shirt. Got to wake up for work. My knees hurt. I don't, dude, just not good rhymes. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is what everybody came for? I'm like, I know some motherfuckers who could put
PG
on
has a name. That's the thing, like you were saying
That's
before.
the thing, yeah.
You know?
But I've seen a lot of good fucking acts at Toads, dude. That is definitely where the legends play.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking
yeah.
love that place.
I saw Immortal Technique there. Have you ever seen him live?
Nope. I seen Snoop there. I seen
Oh,
The
yeah.
Game. I seen Kendrick Lamar. I seen fucking KRS-One. I
Oh,
actually rapped in
KRS-One.
front of KRS-One. I'm surprised I never told you this story.
Oh yeah, tell us the story.
This is fucking all right. So KRS-One, shout out to fucking him. He is the fucking. He just was at Toads like
yeah.
a week ago.
If
and
you
I was
don't,
kinda
was he
pissed,
really?
And I didn't make it. Yeah.
If you don't know who he is and you're listening, Google that shit. KRS-One is a legend.
If you don't know him and you're listening, you can go fuck yourself.
well, you know,
'Cause he's
I mean-
the fucking man. dude.
yeah, that too.
Oh my god! But all right, So he's in the middle of a show. The whole place is going bananas. Like shoulder to shoulder, Toad's place fucking packed. So he had DJ cut the track. This isn't a real fucking show unless I pass the mic. Can I get my MCs to the stage right now? The whole place fucking erupts. Dude.
Yeah.
Fucking, there's like fucking 45 people on the stage instantly. So my boy worked there. So he's like, come up. He had a Toad's Place shirt on and he was working and he was on stage. So he's like, come on, Debo. I'm like, all right, fine, fuck it. So I get up there. I finally try to make my way to the mic, and they're literally almost fist fighting over this fucking microphone. Who's going next? So I'm like, I go to walk away, and fucking my boy Frankie Benway, who worked there, shoved me as hard as he could in the chest when I wasn't looking, and I went flying backwards. And when I finally stopped falling backwards, the person who stopped me had the mic. So I was like, oh shit, I got next, and fucking I sat there and I fucking got the mic. I spit his fucking 16, and at the last fucking 2 bars, the next kid, this black kid, went to take the microphone out of my hand. So I ripped the fucking mic back, and I finished my verse, and I threw it and hit him in the chest. And then like a couple guys went after me, and I'm standing there still in the cypher, and then the DJ cuts the beat. They're like, great job, MCs, we got to clear the stage. So I'm like, I'm all pumped. I'm like, hell yeah, man. Fucking, I see my boy Frankie. I walk up to him, he gives me dap, and I hear, yo, to my right. So I'm like, I look, and it's KRS-One. And he's fucking a big dude. He's like 6'2", 6'3".
Oh,
you know,
yeah?
he ain't small.
Yeah.
No, he's a big fucking dude. So I hear, yo. I look to my right, and he's making eye contact with me. I'm like, what up? And there's 2 people standing in between us. He literally shoved them out of the way. Like, yo, watch out, bro. Like on some street shit. Like, get the fuck out of my way. Yo, and gave me a high five. He's like, yo, I seen you killing it. You're staying up here with me. I'm like,
Oh,
what?
wow.
So he did the rest of the show and kept me on stage with him. He's walking up, putting his hand on my shoulder. I'm not Mr. 1. Oh, I'm sorry, I lied. I'm Mr. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Dude, I'm fucking like jaw on the ground. Like the only time I literally been starstruck ever. Like I was, like that dude was a man. And I remember talking to him, and he was like, dude, I'll see you again. Like don't ever stop doing this. And I was like, oh, I won't. He's like, good, fucking, and like Chris Webby gets like 20 grand or 10 grand. I heard for Toad's Place. I heard KRS only made like 3,000 that night.
Really?
It was some low number. I was like kind of fucking. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
You know, because
How, well, was there a big crowd there? I mean,
yes.
What the fuck?
Huge, but it was only like $15 a ticket or something like
Yeah.
that. But we never used to pay because my friends worked there.
Yeah.
They'd get like 6 of us in for free, so
Yeah.
it was fucking awesome. We used to go to every show. I hung out with Kendrick Lamar and rapped with him. He said the same thing to me. Fucking, yo, keep it up, dude. I'll see you again. He went by K-Dot at the time. And he was on tour with The Game when The Game had that song One Blood out at the time.
Oh, yeah.
He, like, shut down the city of New Haven with that song, dude. Like, fucking, you heard cop cars going off outside. It was nuts, dude. Fucking, yeah. Good times at Toad's Place, man.
Damn, yeah.
I miss those days.
Yeah.
I seen Badfish there like fucking a month ago. No, like 2 months ago.
I heard they put on a really good
Oh,
show.
they're awesome,
Yeah.
man. We fucking pumped on Molly. Fucking, that was fucking crazy. Toad's Place never lets me down, though. Good times.
Yeah, I've been
Especially
there in a while.
at Badfish. They don't do like the hardcore mosh pits. I call them the pushy mosh pits because all they do is just shove. So if it's the same rules, you hit the ground, someone's going to scoop you up. And I'm a little dude. I'm throwing big old Jersey Shore dudes around. And they're fucking tossing me like 20 feet back. And I'll hit the ground, bust my ass, jump up, see somebody down, scoop them up, scoop another 2 people up, and then go find the dude and throw him again. You know, and like it's all love, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's a lot different than the.
Yeah.
I think the last pit I was in was Rage Against the Machine, and it was like 07 though. It's been some time.
You've seen Rage?
Twice.
They're probably fucking
Insane. I saw them in the early '90s when they were coming up at Cypress Hill. When they were opening for Cypress Hill, they were like Zach was so insane. I was like, I think I got the tickets because it was Cypress Hill. And then my friend, I had a kid who's just on all these like underground bands. He's like, "Oh, Rage Against the Machine's gonna be there," and I was like, "Who's that?" You know, I didn't know. And so he gave me a tape of a recording of it, and I listened to it, and I'm like, from then on, I was hooked. I love those guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zach was just insane on the
I
stage.
like that they're
man.
political. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like they are always like pushing that card. And I like that.
Yeah, I like when people talk about things that are going on and relevant things. You know, I think that's like you were saying. I think that's people are getting away from that in the rap community. You know, I mean, Ice
especially
Cube
the
used to
rap
be a
community.
huge one.
You
Ice
seen
Cube.
Straight Outta Compton?
No, I didn't see it.
Dude,
I
see
really
the
gotta
fucking
see it.
movie.
Yeah.
I've just seen it like a couple days ago,
Damn.
and I want to see it again. And I had
Yeah.
it for like 2 weeks. I'm like, I'll watch it whenever I get around to it. And I seen it, and I was like, wow. Dude, Ice Cube was like a fucking black activist, like,
Yeah.
and
Oh
a
yeah.
rap
Yeah.
star.
Yeah.
So he was mad intelligent and not scared to fucking speak.
Yeah.
And they show all the shit in the movie. He tells this one white, like, he has this guy over his house to do an interview on ABC.
Fucking white people.
No, and he's
I know,
like,
I'm just kidding.
you know what? He's just like, oh yeah, what's your name? Oh yeah, that's right. Get the fuck out of my house and suck my dick, fucking, and says it on camera and shit. Like, yo, get the fuck out, because the white guy tried making him look bad because he was always sticking up for what was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that movie gave me a lot of respect for Ice Cube.
Yeah. I had a. I mean,
They
I was
show him
always a big
writing
fan of him.
Friday at the
Oh,
end
yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Dude, they're like, "How's that script coming?" He's like, I only got like 150 pages. I don't think it's gonna work though." And, you know, it's fucking all true shit though too, because
Yeah.
you know they all sat around and told the directors what's gonna, you know,
Oh yeah,
how it's gonna
him
go.
and DJ Pooh made that fucking movie. I was always a big fan when he split up from NWA. I remember that, and I got his first solo album, and I was just like, wow. And listening to the words, I'm like, I can't believe there's someone that's saying this thing. And it's, you know, it was the same thing with Public Enemy. You know, they were very, very active and political, and they would just talk about things that they saw that were wrong, and they would just make songs about them. You know, I think it kind of got
Flavor Flav.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of think it got a little misinterpreted, though, because a lot of people, when I saw it, a lot of people started getting into gangster rap, quote unquote.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were like kids from the suburbs. You know, it didn't matter, white, black, green, whatever.
Yeah.
But then they started to like kind of act tough and act like that. And I was like, wait, I think they were just talking about these things about selling crack and smacking whores and all these things, but they're trying to tell a story of what was going on and what they saw day to day.
Yeah.
But instead of really they did illuminate what was going on, but they also kind of spread it into like the suburbs. So people in the suburbs kind of started like acting like that a little bit, you know? It's like, I don't know, but it was a
Yeah.
weird exchange, but yeah, definitely Ice
That's
Cube.
early '90s though, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
94. I was only born in
Yeah.
1989, so I didn't
Yeah.
really get to see that. You know?
Yeah, it was crazy to see it.
I still had the 05 FUBU jersey, though.
Yeah,
1996. Yeah, my brother got it for me or some shit
Nice.
from his friend. He's like, "Here, it's too small for me. You can have it." I had the 05 FUBU, just the same one Redman had in the video. That
Oh man, Redman.
oh,
That
he
dude.
was the man. What was the movie? The video I'm thinking of that. I'll be that. I'll be that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'll be that. That fucking. With the girls running down the fucking road, and she runs into the car door, and they're all laughing at her and shit. And, oh, dude, Redman was a trip. Method
Yeah.
Man's still making moves.
Yeah,
I see
Method
him.
Man
I seen
is-
something on Facebook about him today.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just bought a Wu-Tang. I was listening to Pandora, and a Wu-Tang song came on that I had never heard, and it was from an album they put out like in '09, and I didn't have it, so I like bought it on iTunes, put it on a CD, and I've been listening to it in my car for like 2 weeks,
Yeah.
like it's '95 again.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that was an interesting time, and I don't know, you know, I think we're kind of ripe right now for something to happen musically.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about rock went through the same thing, you know, the 60s, fucking amazing. 70s are great. And then the 80s, I'm not trying to say anything. There was a lot of good bands in the 80s, but you started getting into like the hair bands, and it just started, it seemed
Guys
like it,
wearing makeup.
yeah, guys wearing
fucking-
makeup and just going, and it seemed like it was, I don't know, maybe going commercial or whatever. And then out of that, you get like grunge, like Nirvana
Oh, man,
and
some of the best,
Sublime
yeah.
and Rage Against the Machine and all this
fucking
crazy
Green
stuff.
Day.
Yeah,
Fucking-
Green
and then
Day.
you got the punk rock era
Yeah.
though, too. That was fucking where I'm inspired from.
Yeah.
I was a little punk rocker growing up before hip hop.
Yeah.
I loved punk.
Yeah.
The fucking Ramones, the Sex Pistols,
Oh, yeah.
the fucking Anti-Flag, fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Fucking.
Well, that was all the great stuff out of the 70s and 80s, you know. But I think that we're at a point where we're definitely ready for something revolutionary to happen musically. I'm hoping, man, you know, because
I hope so too.
it's tough right now. It's, you know, I'm a DJ. I play this music all the time, and for sure, as a DJ, you probably always have to play the top 40 hits, but every once in a while, you'd be able to throw in something. And when I'm doing my old school sets, you know, you could play like
Hell yeah.
Biggie and stuff.
Yeah.
But now it's like, what do you play that's really, no one's really saying anything, you know? Maybe Major Lazer a little bit. Not really. I don't know, you know?
DJ, who? That's a DJ guy.
Well, yeah, they
He's
like
good.
lean on. Yeah, yeah.
I
Oh,
like
yeah.
those songs.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
He did a good job with those. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not saying it's not good, but I'm just trying to say, like, what's,
The cat's gonna fuck with
Oh,
the
yeah,
camera.
the
Remember
cat's
you warned,
definitely-
you
yeah.
said it before we went on.
Yeah,
Like,
this
he's
is-
gonna come over here and fuck with the camera.
it's part of the,
It's part of the show.
yeah, part of the show. We get kitty interruptions.
What's
But,
up, Thump? Thump for president?
yeah, exactly.
Not at all. Go
Don't
Bernie.
knock it over. All right, cool. Yeah, so you're a Bernie Sanders fan, huh?
I am a Bernie Sanders supporter. Yes.
All right, let me fix this camera a little bit. Hang on. Talk about, well, so
I
when,
can't
when's the
smoke
first?
in here, right? No
No,
cigarettes.
no, but we only got, let's see, we've been doing a half an hour, so we only got half an hour left.
Oh, nice.
So What's the first thing you heard about Bernie? I'm gonna fix the.
First thing I ever heard. See, like, I'm not one of these people that just because he's running for president, I like him. I fucking started paying attention to politics probably like November 2013, and he was the one. Him, Trey Gowdy, who's a Republican out of South Carolina. I always liked him. I always liked Bernie Sanders. And there's this fucking guy from Ohio too. He's a white dude, but if you ask me, he's got a black dude's name. He has like it's like fucking I never fucking remember his name.
So like Tyrone Black or something. No.
And he's a white dude, and he's off the hook. He's like he's for the people.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I like Bernie, because he's an independent and he's for the people. You know, and he has like a lot of fucking views that are relevant. You know, it's kind of funny like watching the whole campaign thing go on right now, because every time Bernie Sanders will say something, Hillary Clinton will fucking say the same thing in her own way like 2 days later. And then CNN don't fuck with Bernie Sanders. CNN loves Hillary. They put up fake numbers of the polls to make her look good, and she's fucking not.
No, yeah, they for
she's
sure
an
the
evil bitch, if you ask me. She should have nothing to do. What person has ever ran for president that was being investigated by the FBI at the same time?
Yeah, well,
red flag.
In
red
2015,
flag right there.
Probably fucking all of them.
No, she's getting investigated for a whole bunch of shit, for all the emails and all this, and then she like sets her own court dates and shit like that. Dude, she needs to get punched in the face, dude, so she can get reminded that she's still human.
Oh yeah.
You know,
for sure.
We still bleed the same blood. I think a lot of these politicians forget shit like that because they get on their high horse. So if I ever became a politician, I'd open palm slap, not women, not any women, only men, a bunch of politicians, bro. I swear to fucking God, just man to man.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
These dudes probably, mind you, never worked a day in their fucking life. Half of them, some of them have. You know, so most of them haven't seen the other side of the fence.
Oh, yeah.
They've only know one side their whole life. That's why I like Bernie. He was a poor Jew from Brooklyn who ended up going independently to Vermont, getting elected as mayor, and then from mayor he became a U.S. senator and stayed there since 1989. I think the people wanted him to stay, you know.
Yeah.
So I like Bernie.
Yeah, I agree with you a lot. There's so many.
I hate the Republicans too, and I don't like Democrats or Republicans.
Yeah, I don't like either.
Me either. I just like a good politician.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about what party you fucking stand with, because I don't agree. That's a whole nother conversation, but that's why I'm a registered independent.
Yeah, I'm
so
also
I can't
independent.
vote for Bernie,
Yeah.
not for nothing, for the primary,
For the
because
primary,
he took the fucking Democratic bullshit.
Yeah, I think you kind of, if you want a shot at being president, you got to suck up to one of the parties. Unfortunately,
that's what Ron Paul did back in 2004 and 8.
Yeah,
and he had to go the Republican route.
Yep.
That sucks, because it made him look like a dummy. And that dude had like a same following as Bernie. He was like owning every state.
Yep.
And then the nothing but the media coverage was like, Mitt Romney wins Arizona.
Yeah.
And he had like 60 people show up when fucking Ron Paul's got like different universities all coming together to hear him speak, you know? But they don't put that in the fucking media.
No, they don't. It's
so
funny
this
how
time
it
around,
works,
it's
right?
Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
The dude got fucking, he set a fucking record that was never, Obama said it. The most individual political, the most donors to a political campaign, individual donors. Obama had like a set number that it was like unheard of, the numbers. And Bernie already broke it with 4 months to go or whatever, or like 2 months to go or whatever the fuck. So I read that the other day and I was like, no, good for him, because like I was telling you, I donated like $30 months ago, and they sent me mad shit back, like stickers and thank you letters and postcards and blah blah blah. And like they're very grateful for it, and like that's cool, because Vermont is part of New England. I'm from New England, born and raised. And the dude's not a fucking robot. He's not bought out. That's why I like him. He's not corrupt.
That's the best part.
Hillary
about
Clinton's talking about banning private prisons after the fact that Bernie's been talking about it. Mind you, she fucking gets donations from private prisons.
Yeah.
That's like, talk about ass backwards. Like, and the people feed into this.
Yeah.
And then you got Donald Trump. Oh, that's just, it's bad.
You know what? The thing with either side, because there's some people who like Trump but then don't like Bernie, and some people that like Bernie but don't like Trump. My thing is, I used to be very political, and I kind of just backed away from it because I realized how corrupt it was, and there's really, it's kind of bullshit. I just figured I'd focus on other things, you know. It just gets depressing.
Well, it is meaningful because, like, my generation specifically, if, like, we lay down and if we lay over and fucking just let them have it, dude, this fucking planet probably won't last another 25 years with all the fucking corporations
Well,
getting
the
involved
planet
with
will be fine, but the human race might not be.
I'm talking about the planet. Look at, like...
no, I mean the planet itself will be all right. It might get fucked. Like, we'll all die. The planet will still be here. That's what I mean.
It might just
it's
rot
a George
away,
Carlin
dude.
thing, yeah.
It's just it's gonna
But
rot.
no, I know what you're saying. But what I was saying was these guys, I like how they're on TV and they're talking about stuff that no one else is. Even Trump, even though he's smarter than he's pretending. I'm sure he's putting on a lot of it to show, but he's still bringing up stuff and he's saying things like, I own half you guys. You can't even, I'll pay you to give your opinion. But
He's
just
like,
the fact
Rob,
that he's on CNN saying that,
oh my
people have to
God.
hear that.
It's a joke. That's
Yeah.
why he's making like a fucking out of our political system. Like that's why it's kind of cool being a Bernie supporter because he hasn't said a word about anyone yet. Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump.
Yeah.
That dude got ammunition for days.
Oh yeah.
Under his sleeves of both of them. So if
Yeah.
they want to, I actually seen a state. Well, Trump, he's just honest. He's like, put it this way. I seen this thing. I read this thing, and it said that Trump, back when he was doing the show The Apprentice, he was professionally trained by a personality to be a personality star.
Yeah.
So now that he's running for president, it looks like it's his own TV show again.
Yeah, it is.
Put that 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, he's smart. He's just trying to get publicity.
It's just it's like the dumbest thing. It literally makes us as Americans look like fucking idiots, dude. Especially the people that say go Trump. Are you fucking serious? What is he gonna do to better your life?
But the one thing though I have to say about him is at least he's there, and he might be saying some crazy things, but some of the things he's saying people haven't heard before. When he talks about like the corruption in politics and he has these different ideas.
Because he's part of the corruption in politics.
Exactly.
So that's like the biggest slap to the face to guys like us. Like this dude's on TV laughing about how he's been buying out politicians, and now that he's becoming a politician, he doesn't have to buy himself out.
Yeah.
And he doesn't need lobbyists because all he ever did was pay for them. Pay them to get shit his way. It's like a joke.
But it is, and I see how you're saying, but it's a slap. But at least he's on TV saying it. When's the last time
I was
somebody
surprised
said that?
Never.
That's what I'm saying. So at least it's there, and so maybe some people were supporting it, but then other people are probably looking back and going, well, if he's on CNN saying that there's corruption, and then Obama went on Mark Maron's podcast. I don't know if you know this. I'm not a fan of Obama, whatever, but he was on Obama's podcast. Mark Maron's podcast, which is probably one of the biggest ones, and he was talking about corruption in politics too. So it's amazing to have these two big voices saying that. So I think that they're kind of saying that it's okay to say that now. So hopefully more people will be saying it and it'll be heard by a larger audience.
Well, that's why Citizens United, not a lot of people know what that is, and Bernie Sanders is one of the main people trying to push that for years, and they're just trying to sweep him under the rug, like, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. Citizens United makes it legal for companies to spend money. Like money is words.
Mm-hmm.
So for them to talk to politicians is giving them money.
Yeah.
On record.
Yeah,
There's a law saying. So Bernie Sanders is like, what the fuck did you so he's trying to overturn that. Jon Stewart's actually a big supporter of overturning Citizens United. He's the fucking man too.
Yeah,
I like Jon Stewart.
Yeah, I do. I like anything else, I don't like everything that somebody has, all the ideas of one
same
person.
Here. I don't.
But I think that it's good that they have different, fresh ideas and they're talking about them and people are considering. And you could tell that there's definitely more than ever before. Maybe in the 60s there was a lot of underneath going on and it bubbled up and there was riots and stuff. But now we're at a time, even Obama, a lot of people weren't happy with Bush. They weren't happy with the war. Obama came along and was like, oh, I'm going to stop the war. So everyone rallied behind him.
And he
said
didn't
all these
stop
things.
the war.
And, he didn't change anything, whether who knows what happens. Maybe when you become president, they sit you down and they say, you're going to play our game, or maybe you just have no real power. It just looks like you have power, so who knows? But
he's a puppet, because he didn't really make any real decisions.
Oh
yeah.
And
he lied to the American people over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
They just put boots on the ground in Syria after they've been repeatedly saying they weren't going to do that.
Yeah, and then the thing with
so
Snowden
what's next?
was fucking great.
Fucking Turkey,
the whistleblowers. Yeah,
he's the man.
Yeah,
dude, that's a patriot. Right
have you
there.
heard? You ever heard Edward Snowden talk? Have you heard?
Yeah, I've seen like a video of he had to talk on. He was on a TV screen.
Yeah.
They had him on stage like.
How fucking smart is he?
Dude, he's the man. What a fucking true hero.
He's a genius. Like the way the American media made him look, they said he was like a high school dropout, but what they don't say is he was dropping out of high school to work for the government and to go to college. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he went back and he got all this stuff. But to hear him talk, he's just really smart. But they would always show that one dumb picture of him on CNN or wherever it was and say how he's a high school dropout. So I don't watch the news. I haven't watched the news in, I don't know, a good 8 years maybe, once in a while, but I stopped watching. I don't buy into that shit. But even I kind of thought he might was like a little bit of a dummy, until I heard him talking. I'm like, oh my God, I'm such an idiot. Why did I
so
fall
smart,
for it?
dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he
the
was
man.
talking to Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's an astrophysicist. He's the guy from PBS and everything. And they're having this conversation, and it's just like, wow, you're just listening to two geniuses talk right now. You know what I mean?
But he's a high school dropout.
Yeah.
They probably showed a picture of him like drunk or something.
Yeah.
Like from a party. Like that's so fucked up.
Dude
man.
risked his whole life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had a great job. He's
They'll
making
kill
over
him.
100,000.
If they ever get their hands on him, they'll kill him.
Yeah, somebody
he ain't
will.
going to jail.
Yeah. Somebody will definitely.
The government will kill his ass because of how valuable he is of information.
Yeah.
That dude's just fucking so smart, and he has a heart.
Yeah.
And he wasn't gonna sit and like I seen the events leading up to him getting all that information out there. He went to like all his bosses and was like, "Hey, this ain't right. We gotta stop." They're like, "You need to shut the fuck up and mind your business." And
he even
like,
went to the media. Like he went to CNN and New York Times and all, and no one wanted to touch it. And then he went to Glenn Greenwald, and he's the one who ended up doing it. And they had I think it was The Guardian that published the story. It's like a place out of England. It's one of their papers, and now it's a website. So they published this story, and that's when he had to flee the country and everything, He's in Russia. How crazy is that?
Russia gave him a snap. Brazil did at first. He was in Brazil, and then he went to Russia.
I can imagine what Putin, is thinking right now, because that dude's a fucking gangster. And he probably's just holding on to stone.
Dude,
like,
he's
look
a smart man, though.
Oh, yeah.
He's a smart man.
He's brutal, but
he's
he's
a fucking chess player.
Yeah,
they play chess. They don't play checkers.
Yeah.
That dude's fucking smart. He's
That's
a bully.
what makes it scary to me, because if somebody ever has to sit across from him to negotiate on our side, who do we have on our side that's...
It's supposed to be like John Kerry or somebody. That dude looks like a weak little old
That's
man
what I'm
that
saying.
you could just slap in
How
the face.
scary
and
is that?
cry.
Like, I don't know if you watch like Game of Thrones or any of that.
No.
So, or any of these things, even if you look at like old war movies, like from World War II, when you had Hitler and you had like Churchill, and we had I don't know who our president was during that time. So Roosevelt. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We had Roosevelt, and they were smart guys, and we had like General Patton and people on the ground, and but now it's like, who's on our side?
Like,
you know what I mean?
People laugh at us because our president is black. You know that, right? Like Russia and all them, they call him the monkey.
Oh,
they don't call him Obama.
That's fucking horrible.
Like, they don't respect us because of it. Because I happen to be born a white fucking American from Connecticut.
Yeah.
Fucking, if we go to a different country, they're gonna be like they're gonna laugh at us.
That's fucking weird.
And
man.
it's fucked up because we used to be respected, respected. The United States for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It has nothing to do with Obama. It just has to do with the direction our country's been going for the last 35 fucking years.
Oh yeah. For sure. And it seems that to get into the office of president, to be president, you basically have to be squeaky clean. You could have never done anything really wrong. Yeah. You got to be the saint. And then you're going to run the army or the military, but then Putin is a fucking gangster. He was in the KGB.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's in Russia, there's very wealthy people, okay, that had a problem with him. What happened to them? They fucking disappeared. He took all their shit. I'm not saying it's right, but what I'm saying is who was going to sit across from him at the table?
What do you think the U.S. government does? They just have CNN tell us different.
Yeah. No, oh, yeah, they do. But what I'm saying is
Russia just don't lie about it.
Who's the figurehead that's going to sit across from Putin and have to negotiate with him, or who's going to have to tell him if he goes too far? You know
Donald
what I mean?
Trump. I negotiate. I'm a negotiator.
Yeah, exactly.
We need some negotiations.
Yeah, that's the scary thing, man. I really feel that could be a way this country declines really fast, is if Russia starts to come up, and then we have the biggest military, we have badasses behind the scene and stuff.
Yeah, but Russia also has China.
Yeah.
And us and China are butting heads right now, and that's never good, and fucking...
Yeah.
Oh, and now they just allowed China to have fucking 2 kids for family.
Oh,
because
really?
There was only 1 kid since like 1983.
Yeah. Now you can have 2?
Now you can have 2.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
They're going to build an army now.
So if you have twins, they won't kill one. That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, that is.
That's a communist fucking country, same with Russia. And if they team up, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, that is a whole
other conversation. Dude, that Ukraine shit I was telling you about.
Yeah, so
fucking nuts.
You saw
on Netflix.
a documentary. What was the name of it on Netflix?
There's something about a cold winter, because like the whole 100 plus days that they were fucking protesting. It started with peaceful protests, and the cops beat the living shit out of these people. So they started kicking the shit out of the cops.
Let's just back up a second. So Ukraine, they wanted to be independent from...
No, they wanted to be part of the EU.
Okay.
So the agreement was that they were supposed to sign and become part of the EU to get involved with this free trade act, so they could fucking so their grandchildren will be good in 30 years. For the future. The fucking president didn't sign the deal last minute. He lied to all the people, and then he didn't sign the deal.
The president of Ukraine?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was like real Russian affiliated dude.
Mm-hmm.
So they go protesting over it. The cops show up, and they were obviously told to fucking clean up shop. So they kicked the shit out of some men and women with billy clubs.
Yeah.
The next day, the protesters came back with sticks and bats, and they weren't getting beat up as bad. I'm telling you that one. And then they started using, the cops came with stun grenades and rubber bullets. So they started fucking throwing Molotov cocktails and rocks, and then it came to bullets.
Yeah.
And the cops were getting killed, and they were getting killed, and dude, they were willing to die for their freedom. And what ended up happening? The fucking president resigned. The fucking people, they became a part of the EU. They got their fucking terms. They fucking the cops, which beat the shit out of people, were dismembered. Like the entire military force of
disbanded?
the police. Yeah. Never to be allowed to be used again.
Mm-hmm.
And the people were free. And these people like fucking were getting losing eyes.
Oh yeah.
All types of shit throughout I mean, it was probably the most well documented fucking thing one of them I've ever seen.
Well, that's the thing about this time with the technology.
Because of the camera phones.
Camera
got
phones,
them everywhere.
everything.
I love it.
Can you just imagine looking forward 1,000 years into the future and how they're going to be able to look at history? Because right now, say if you want to look at the Civil War, you got to go look. You got to read, people's diaries and accounts. But like, if you ever want, like, say you're in 3015 and you want to look at 2015, you have all these pictures and videos and stuff to look at. There's going to be a point I think where it's going to be almost. You're going to be able to almost see everything because there's going to be so many cameras and everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think. See, I'm one of those people that almost disagrees with that because all it takes is one big boom. No more fucking technology. So I don't care how good your technology is in 30 years. It's just going to be a paperweight.
Yeah.
If we have to go back to
that age. If that happens,
age,
yeah. And it's funny because so there's some people who think it's definitely going to happen and some people that think it's never going to happen. I'm kind of in the middle.
I'm in the middle
because I've seen it in history. It happened. Look at the Romans. I mean, the Romans were so advanced. They had basically running water and indoor plumbing. Not really running water, but they had aqueducts and stuff, and they had roads there's some of the roads are still standing today, and that was, 1,000, 2,000
public
years ago.
hot tubs that were like fucking huge pools that were heated though.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, it was insane.
Yeah.
And then after that, after they fall, you have the Middle Ages for hundreds of years where it's like people are, living
they call it the
in
Bronze
huts.
Age or some shit.
Well, yeah. They're they're living in huts and they're like there's kings and people are peasants and they're in the field.
Was bad. That's when the fucking plague came
exactly,
around, like
the
the
plagues.
1400s. That's crazy.
So, and that was like that for hundreds of years. There was no technological advances, nothing. Now you look back 10 years and you wouldn't even write. If you took someone from 10 years ago and brought them here, they'd be like, what the fuck,
Especially TVs alone, dude.
Imagine someone from 95 from 20 years ago, they would have been blown away. Like if you brought Biggie Smalls back to life and showed him around, he would have been like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, there's probably fucking dudes in prison that fucking all they know is fucking jail. They get out, they're like, what the fuck? 30 years later, imagine you went in like 1990.
Yeah.
And you get out fucking 2020 or
But in the Middle Ages when nothing was going on, I was listening. There's a historian talking. He said you could take somebody from like 800 AD and put him into like 1100 AD. He would look the same clothes, same everything. He wouldn't know, and that's 300 years. You take someone from 20 years ago, they'd be fucking lost.
Oh yeah.
People look at him and be like, "What are those jeans?" You know what I mean? Like
100 years ago, fucking you look like poor or Amish or whatever, because it's proper clothing, just like regular sneaker, not even sneakers, shoes.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as sneakers. It's just shoes.
just
shoes
leather.
and boots. That's it.
And horses.
Yeah,
but,
horses.
But like you said, if everything kind of goes sideways.
Hey, I don't like to rely on anything or anybody. So the minute we rely, that's why I'm going to start printing out pictures again and start making photo albums because I got so many fucking pictures saved on technology, on
that's
fucking
that's
devices.
not a bad idea if shit goes wrong. I mean,
just to at least have pictures and shit like that, because I rely on a lot of shit with technology, and I don't like that at the same. I'm gonna be off grid in like 5-10 years.
That's a lot of people are shooting for that, and it's not a terrible idea. I mean,
solar panels,
or at least have the capability to maintain. If something went wrong, we didn't have power or whatever for a couple weeks, we'd be so fucked in this.
Especially in Connecticut.
Yeah, there's so many people.
You know what would help us? The water.
Yeah,
we could fish.
Yeah, we could fish, but then and we get rain. We get this summer we didn't get a lot of rain, but you get a decent amount of rain, so we could probably be all right. But
Water
I don't
collection
know,
system.
man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people though. If we start running out of food and stuff,
There's a
you
lot
know?
of people. That's why I'm going up north.
Yeah.
Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. One of
Yeah.
those 3 states. I'm gonna buy property.
Winter's coming though.
Yeah, you need a snowmobile out
Yeah,
there
you need
too.
something.
Dude, if something broke out here, think about it. We're in between New Haven and Bridgeport.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking chaos. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm fucking out. You know, 91. Go
Yeah.
on.
Better get on a fucking horse.
I'm gonna get in my fucking '97 Ford Esquire. It's
Yeah,
only a 4-cylinder. I filled the fucking car up for $18. Dude.
Damn.
It's fucking great.
Yeah, the new cars, that's another thing, man. There's so much dependent on technology. I was in a Tesla. They're awesome. They're totally electric. You could plug it in, which is great, but you know,
What do
the
you do
thing
if it
needs
breaks?
technology. Yeah.
What do you do if it breaks? Like, what mechanic do you call that can come
Yeah.
fix your Tesla
There's no
car?
no MacGyver in that thing, you know. You can't make that thing right off of fucking rubbing alcohol.
No, you know. So that's just like, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think it's you could doom and gloom it, but I think it's good to be prepared, but also just have a good time. You know, you gotta
Yeah.
fucking enjoy it,
You
man.
just gotta live, man. A lot
Yeah.
of people forget to do that.
You really do.
You
So
know?
what have you been up to lately? Been living?
I've been living. I've been working.
Yeah.
Yeah, single, no girlfriend.
Oh man, what's that like? First time for a while or what? You had a
Well,
girl for a while,
yeah, I
and
had
before
a
that,
girl.
you had another girl, kind of, right?
No, I had
No?
a girl, and then we broke up. We all, like dated for about a year,
Yeah.
and that ship has sailed. You know, what are you gonna do? So.
I don't know, man. I like being single.
Yeah, I'm kind of used to it. So it
If
is
you ever
what
get
it
bored,
is.
hit me up, man.
Yeah, we'll
Cause
go fucking. I'll bring the rifles. We'll go out cougar hunting. Bro. You know what I'm saying?
cougar hunt. Nice.
Oh man.
The cougar
I
hunter,
love
bringing it
older-
full circle.
I love older women, by the way.
Oh yeah, if you're
Sorry, I'm not sorry.
If you're so how do people get a hold of you if they got to find you? By the way, not just a cougar, anyone if they want to hear your music or.
Oh, if you want to hear, well, that's the thing. I haven't put out any music in a while. You
Yeah.
know, so I know I still got shit on YouTube. I know I still got shit on SoundCloud, Debo 203 or Debo CT 203 or whatever. But I got like 7, 8 tracks up my sleeve right now that just are not maybe like 4 or 5 people ever heard. You
Wow,
know,
really?
I got recent tracks now.
Damn,
So I can't wait.
you're killing us,
When
man.
I
Put them out there.
When I get to like 10,
Yeah.
I'll fucking put out a free CD with a free video.
Mhm.
That's my plan. When
All
I get
right.
to 10 tracks.
That's
Why,
awesome.
you got a
man.
beat? Put something on. I'll give you a taste.
Yeah, if you want. What do you? Is there anything in particular that I could look up? That'd be a good beat.
Type in extra extra. You're gonna laugh when you hear this. You'll remember this beat. It's a '90s beat.
Into YouTube.
Yeah.
And
extra
who's
extra instrumental.
instrumental? All right. If only I could type faster. Here it is. Let's see if this is the right one. Crisis or whatever? Crisis? No.
Go to Paul Perry, number 4.
Right here?
No, the one above it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. This beat is fucking.
Can you hear it in your headphones?
Yeah. You turn it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You heard this beat before?
Sounds familiar.
Dude, it's like 1997 or 98. DJ Premier.
I'm sure I heard it then.
Barely rap nowadays to get compliments at every party because I never had a certain crowd. My audience is anybody. I always spit that truth so you could know it and respect it. That food for thought flow so you can grow it and collect it. So when I'm flowing on a record, man, I don't always have a message. Just my heart, body, and soul, and also my perspective on this way that we live. Be prepared to breathe as our food's as unhealthy as the motherfucking air we breathe. I got dreams for a change. Fuck profit and gains. Fuck cables and chains, man. Fuck Abels and Canes. And fuck going down to Wall Street and stating our claim. How about we go up into offices and start erasing some names? I mean, it sounds harsh, and I don't know we sound smart, but if we're in a quiet room and ain't where the sound starts, see, I never gave a fuck. I never think I ever will. I never cared for the fame, or how I never had a deal. The only deal I ever had was on a meal. Shit, now I'm in the union trying to bounce on the steel. I'ma do this for the real, not the ones that got stacks from drugs. Man, I'ma do this for the ones in hard hats and gloves. Shit, I'ma do this for the students. I'ma do this for the teachers. I lost my religion, though, so you can keep the preachers. I do this for my hometown. I do this for Connecticut and the ones that risked it all, man. I do it for the veterans. I do this for the tree guys, also the landscapers, all the Mexicans I smoked blunts with and translators, all the roughnecks out there jumping whore to whore. Now we working floor to floor, yelling 424, and still the type to punch you in the face. You ever try to push me? I'm from Milford, born and raised, but wasn't raised to be a pussy. Always fight my own battles, never see me bitch down. Die a stand up dude, while you're a living sit down. So bitch, you better sit down and chill with all that nonsense. I do this for the music while you worried about my concept, right? So bitch, sit down and chill with all that nonsense. I do this for the music while you worried about my concept. It's Debo.
Damn, man.
Only a couple people have really heard that one. Yeah.
Oh, hopefully a lot of more people hear it now then.
Nice.
Damn.
That was
That was fucking.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's some relevant shit.
Yeah, it really is relevant, and I also like how the lyrics are all about like your life and what's going on, and you know what I mean. And it seems like it's really what's the word? Oh man, it's kind of escapes me. It's just like it's real, you know. I guess that's the best way that I could put it. You know, you're talking about.
I pride myself in being honest and being brutally honest.
Yeah,
you know, and however, like you know. So yeah, that one's fucking. That's one of the tricks up the sleeve right there.
Oh man, just a little bit of a taste.
Oh, that's another one. Wow, you got one more beat for me?
Yeah,
I'll do one more.
What should I look up for?
Let me get Dr. Dre. What's the difference?
Oh man,
instrumental. That's my shit.
There we go.
This is like just a hip hop fucking classic beat. Fucking.
There might be a commercial for this one. Yep. No, we're not gonna give a commercial for Nissan. Oh, damn it. I already said it. Damn it. Don't go out and buy one.
You used to work in Nissan with my father,
Yeah,
right?
I did.
Yeah, with my old man.
Yeah.
My father worked there 34 years, dude.
That's crazy.
That was his spot, for real. Fucking. Oh, you started from the beginning?
You want me to start it back from the beginning?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Used to smoke blunts before the shows at the weed spot. Gotta pick Andy up, need him for the beatbox. Shirts off, on stage, you can see that we hot. Girls getting naked too, but they just want a free shot. They just want to get close, they just want to be friends. Shit, maybe in the week, but we're booked for the weekend. So tell all your freak friends with blonde and blue curls, cause I wish I could fuck every girl in the world. Not some old shit, mix it with some cold shit. Walking around broke with 2 quarters looking for a payphone shit. Some of us out here know this, others have been told this. I used to be homeless, now I own my home shit. Never buy new clothes, I still rock my old shit. And those of you who know me know we do this on some stone shit. Do this on some bullshit. Was taught to be a leader, never was a good listener. Was always taught to be a speaker. Bring it back to the beepers, jerseys, and sharing sneakers. Shit we still share. That's why you selfish motherfuckers don't care. It's the reason they know my name and they know you nowhere. So my advice is get some confidence and don't look so scared, fucking pussy. Hold on. You wanna?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, let me see if I got another one. This hip-hop, my balls deep in it. I can feel it in my testicles. I was told to keep it down when you were told to eat your vegetables. And even though I don't got no shows booked in my schedule, we're running around New England scaring, tearing up the festivals. It's Debo. And for a rapper, people are usually skeptical until I light up a room and they're claiming I'm electrical. I like my drugs edible and my marijuana medical. Respect some laws, but give a fuck about the federal. I'm from Connecticut, where we ain't made to run. And also being a proud American, you ain't gonna take our guns. You know the old saying, fuck with the horn and you get the... Oh, man. Oh man. Oh yeah.
That's alright. It's alright, man.
It's been a while. I'm a little rusty.
No, man. That's fine. Your rusty is like fucking better than people that work out every day sometimes.
Oh, thank you. I got to get back into it. That's
why I
really wanted to come here so I can get a little fucking fire started under my ass.
Good. If this starts a fire under your ass, man, that'd be awesome. And now this would be up. You could fucking make everyone watch it, share it around. I always said like you're not cocky, but
yeah,
it's all right. You could blame it on me. Be like, Brandon's making me promote it. He made me put up my Facebook and my page.
Yeah, I'll promote it. Well, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fucking benefit both of us.
Yeah, definitely. I think the more people hear about it, it's better because, like you said, this will get the fire under your ass, and then if people hear it and they're like, I want to hear more. I want to hear Debo.
I got some more shit coming, dude. That's just only a little bit, yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Because if the East is in the house, oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
That one's coming, too.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people heard that,
All right.
I showed you a sample of that.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, man. That's going to be nuts.
That's going to be a good one. Up and coming. I don't know what the name of the mixtape's going to be. Anything. I'm just going to do it.
Yeah.
And then worry about it after.
Yeah, I think he'll come up with something. Yeah.
I always wanted to do like Picasso or something.
Oh yeah.
I can't. That's like a little too cliche to steal that name for a mixtape. But like something like maybe a fucking. I'll just find my favorite artist that nobody has ever heard of. Like fucking my ex-girl. She went to art school, so she knew mad artists, and I seen like some crazy work from guys I've never heard of before. So I might just pick a name.
One guy, I think his name is Caravaggio. I think his name is. He used to write, or he used to do paintings back in sometime in the Renaissance. I don't know exactly when, but it was a lot of religious stuff. But it was really like he would illustrate the Bible, but in a way that was like, oh my God, like he's showing people cutting heads off and shit. Yeah.
That's how it's
Caravaggio, I think his name was. Yeah. What was
Keep
that?
Keep down out there. Fuck you.
People out there walking their dogs. How dare you?
We're fucking podcasting, people.
We're podcasting.
Jesus.
Well, we're almost at an hour. I can't believe this, man. This is crazy.
Have we? Holy shit!
Yeah.
4:23. We missed 4:20.
Oh man, we're all fired.
No, we gotta. I gotta go to work. 7
Yeah,
o'clock.
yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
that sucks.
yeah.
We got.
Well, you got to do your thing, man.
Yeah.
You know.
I only.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for coming, dude.
Thank you
This
for
is
having me,
awesome,
brother.
man.
Fucking that was fun.
Yeah. So people can find you how now on Facebook? What's the best way?
Fucking you could just find me on Facebook. That's still I have the Debo unsigned hype page that you
The
can
fan
like.
page?
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I haven't updated in like a year or two.
That's right. He's gonna have to update it now because he's on a podcast. He's
Yeah.
got to tell people.
And then yeah, my regular Facebook is just my name, Kyle Debo Dickinson or
All
whatever.
right.
Yeah.
Well, look him up and let him know. Let's see. What do I have coming up? I have a show Sunday in Massachusetts with Pat Oates.
Yeah.
So if you're up near Boston, hit me up and I'll tell you how to get there. And then also come to my open mic on Thursday night.
Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law in Bridgeport, 8 o'clock.
Bridgeport.
Be there. And then other than that, I don't know. We'll let you guys know next time you talk to us. Check us all out at comedylol.com. If you have any questions, please comment. Let us know what you think. And bye.
Connecticut. Nice.